Hi, Mrs. Moss here. We're going to learn the last skill in our Earth Shape and Mapping unit. It's creating a profile. A profile is a side view of a landscape. So here you see the contour map that we've been looking at with the concentric circles that form a hill. Well, if you look on the bottom of that, this has been plotted onto a graph and it forms the side view of that hill, which we call a profile. Constructing a profile, you will be asked to draw a profile between 2 points. And here's how we do it. There are 7 steps, so make sure you get these down. Step 1, if the line has not been drawn for you on the map, you have to draw a line connecting the 2 points. On this map, as you see, points X and Y already have the line drawn in. I drew in a red one, though, on top of it. Step 2 is to label all of the contour elevations. You have to notice what the contour interval is. On this map, it's 20 feet. So all of the contour lines have been labeled going up by 20 feet or down by 20 feet. This makes your life much easier when we go to create the profile in the next few steps. Now, step 3, using a separate sheet of paper, you mark off all of the places where the contour line touches the paper. So you have to line the separate sheet of paper up to the line that you drew in between the 2 points. And every time the line touches a contour line, you make a mark. Just like that. After you make those marks, you put the correct elevation next to each mark on your separate sheet of paper. And notice we do note the river and the hill. That's the elevation pointing at 900 just to show you how we drew it in. Step 5, you line up the separate sheet of paper that you just drew all those marks onto with your graph. So here we line it up with the x-axis. Now it's made at the top on this graph. You can always line it up at the This next step, step 6, is to plot your points. And you do this by lining up, after you lined up your paper on the x-axis, top or bottom, you just you plot the point directly below where it's marked on the paper. So here, I'm going to show you by drawing lines from the elevation on my scrap paper to the point. Now, when you're doing this, you only need to make an X or a dot when you plot your points. You do not need to draw these yellow lines onto your paper. You should have just a series of dots or X's that follow the contour interval or the elevations that you plotted on this piece of scrap paper. Let me show you what it's going to look like for your final step. Your final step is to draw a smooth line connecting your points. So that's going to be drawn in with green. And what you have left is this green solid line, and that is the shape of your landscape, or the side view of the contour map that we started with. And that's it. That's how you create a profile between 2 points on a topographic map. Now don't worry, we are going to practice this over and over again over the course of the next few days, so you will be very good at doing this. That's all for now. I will see you tomorrow and have a great day.